Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de Español 102. Soy señora Christie, su maestra o profesora. Maestra means teacher in Espanol, and profesora is more appropriate at the university level. If you've taken another Spanish class with me, you may remember that in the Latino culture, you can call people by their title to show respect. While in English saying hello teacher or professor would kind of sound a little strange, in the Spanish-speaking world it would be quite appropriate, just as calling your aunt tia or your cousin primo would be used instead of their name. It's about giving respect to the places people have in your life, both in your family and your job. So you can call me Señora Christie, Mrs. Christie, like we would in the United States, or just maestra or profesora, since the place I have in your life is your profesora. And with that short culture lesson, I welcome you to an elementary Spanish course that focuses on building the basics of the Spanish language and culture. Bienvenidos! While how much you learn ultimately depends on the work and effort that you put into it, at the end of this course, everyone should be able to ask and answer questions and have basic conversations in the present and the past. While I often hear that Spanish 101 covers a lot of what many learned in high school, you may find that 102 is a little more challenging and will likely cover concepts and tasks that will challenge you. This is not to say that you can't do it. You certainly are capable. The question is, are you willing to put in the work, time, and effort to take the learning to the next level? Since this is a Spanish course, future videos, instructions, and most of your assignments will mainly be en español. This statement might not sit well with you, as you realize that trying to figure out what it is saying in Spanish does take work. But you would be surprised how much you can understand if you put in the effort. Instead of copying and pasting to Google Translate, give yourself the chance to get more out of the effort and experience. Believe that you can do it. I encourage you to try to understand based on what you know, what you've learned, and what the situation is. Just because you don't know exactly what a word means doesn't mean that you can't figure out the main idea. If you don't understand, it's okay. That's part of the process. Try not to get frustrado or frustrada, but take advantage of la oportunidad. As in a live class, you'll be required to participate. However, unlike the live class, you can't sit in the back corner and let everyone else do the talking. You have to participate to get the credit. An example of that is for discussion boards, labeled conversaciones. You have to post your comment and respond to two other classmates' posts. For the cultural topics in conversaciones, you will not be given questions to answer. You have a rubric that you will need to follow, but I don't want to limit your post to certain information. I want you to have a voice in what is meaningful and worthy of discussion. If you all follow the rubric and pick out information that's important to you, the hope is together in a collaborative effort, you can learn more about the culture. Another participation requirement is for your 3 language process assignments that are to be completed before you submit each of your 3 major projects, your first oral interview, your oral research presentation, and your second oral interview. While you have more than one option, if you meet with me one-on-one or attend the Collaborate sessions, you can get help on improving your questions and answers for your first oral interview, which is a conversation you'll record in Spanish with a native speaker. And for your oral research presentation, meeting for language process 2 can help you prepare for the Spanish portion of your presentation. The whole idea of each of the language process assignments is that you don't feel that you are on your own for these major projects and that you get points for coming to do the work and going through the learning process of making improvements by getting help and practicing. I won't do it for you, and you will get more out of it the more you are prepared and have attempted or started the project on your own. I encourage you to check the course calendar for details on these dates. Now let's talk about the time that goes into this course. Since you're taking an online course, that's basically a course that works at your pace. You do have due dates for assignments more than once a week, just to help space out the work. How much time and effort you put in will ultimately correlate with what you get out of it. I want to focus on telling you to allow yourself the time to really learn. Make your attitude not that you just want to get it done or pass the course. Use the opportunity to really learn something. Make that your goal. Plan when and how long you're going to put in the work to learn, and put it on your schedule. This is a 100-level course and is a doable course if you do the work. to the best of your ability. I believe that while we all learn at different paces, everyone can learn. Follow the course calendar, complete all the work, and do it to the best of your ability. Your grade in this course is more about completing the work than getting A's on the tests. You can see evidence of this in the grading components of the course. There are a lot of little assignments that make up this course, and it is imperative that you follow the course calendar in order to stay on schedule. This course calendar can serve as a checklist. I encourage you to print it off and check it off as you go. Another learning tip is that language is not meant to be learned in really big chunks. It's better to learn a little bit at a time. While you don't have to submit work every day, I encourage you to spread out the work and not wait until the afternoon that everything is due to do all the assignments. If you are rushed and stressed, you will not be able to get the most out of the assignment, nor retain a lot of the information. Give yourself the time to really learn. All assignments are opened in advance to allow you to work ahead. Due dates are established to help pace you. While I don't accept late work, I understand life happens, and you have 2 OOPS passes to use for the course. Check out the syllabus for more information and use them wisely. Other than the OOPS passes, you will not have access to submit assignments after the closing due date. All Blackboard assignments, tests, and My Spanish Lab work due dates will close at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time of the date in which they are due. The course scavenger hunt assignment in Module 1 will help you explore the course and its requirements. In the Empiece Aquí, Start Here button, you have your course requirements. In Paso 1, Step 1, and important resource information, Paso 2, to review. The last step, Paso 3, will link you to the Tarea Asignaciones to get started in your assignments in the course. Tarea is the Spanish word for homework. All assignments for this course are found in Blackboard Tarea Asignaciones button. It includes everything you need to know and do. While you have a midterm and a final, you also have 4 practice tests, 2 before the midterm and 2 before the final, which is cumulative. That will help you to prepare. All the work is divided up into 13 modules. For each module, you'll see a checklist in the module folder. There are also 2 folders in each module. One is the module readings that include every resource and more that you need to complete your assignments. Let's take a look at Module 1 readings, for example. You see the syllabus you will need for your first scavenger hunt quiz, technology information to post your introductory video, and course content to help you complete your assignments in My Spanish Lab. For each lesson, there's a PowerPoint that you can view from Blackboard, download, or enlarge. You'll also see a video link. This will show you the video of your instructor going through the PowerPoint. Also in this folder is a link to your discussion board, Conversaciones information. So as you can see, there are plenty of resources and everything you need included in this folder, both from your instructor, your textbook, and online. It's up to you to decide which and how much of the resources you need to complete the assignments. So if you go to an assignment and seem to have trouble, you may need to look back in the reading folder as your resource. In the module assignments folder, that's where you see the links to quizzes, to tests, practice tests, Turnitin documents, submission links, things like that. For the midterm and final, you'll have to take it during the test time frame with an online proctor at the location and time most convenient for you. If you feel overwhelmed right now, don't worry. You can do it. Si se puede. We're all in this together. Email me, visit, or call me during my office hours. Check out your course calendar for the Collaborate Help Q&A session. Come ask any and all questions that you have and meet your classmates. You can also talk to your classmates through the FAQ discussion board in the Conversaciones button. For your first video assignment in Module 1, you'll see information about how to record a video through Blackboard in the Readings folder, and the list of information you need to include in the Assignments folder. If you have problems with recording or any Blackboard problems, you may call Blackboard support at 812-237-7000 or click on the Blackboard Tech Support in Blackboard. It's important that you complete the introductory video so that you get practice using the program through which you will submit your major project, the oral research presentation. Now it's time for you to explore. If you have any questions, email is the best way to get a hold of me. Good luck, mucha suerte, and I look forward to working with you. Hasta pronto!